Hey, it's Colby with Colbus Photo, and today we're taking a look at the Eyelighter 3. So I wanted to start and talk about my relationship with Westcott. They did give me the Eyelighter 3 in order to make this video. However, I did tell them that I am not going to be giving them a free ride. I'm not going to be saying things that aren't true about it. And if it's bad, it's bad. If it's good, it's good. But I did reach out to them specifically asking about this product because I was excited about it. I was excited because their last two were not for me. I love the look that it creates. I love what these types of reflectors do. However, the setup was atrocious, even on theirs. But this new Westcott Eyelighter 3 fixes that problem. So I am really excited to test it out, but I did just want to say that they did give it to me, but I am going to be giving an unbiased review, and I just want people to know the truth about products, so I really kind of dive into the facts and things that matter to me. So if you're interested in hearing more about that, let's get going. So the first thing I want to go over is the overall features of this reflector. So Westcott, they really produce a nice product here. It's all metal piping. All of the rods and whatnot are completely metal. The fabric is just really high quality. I just feel like it's not going to go anywhere and rip apart and just make me look bad on a shoot because it's all tattered. I know you guys know what I'm talking about when you've had umbrellas or soft boxes that are just ripped to shreds because you've been using them for so long. This feels like it's really going to hold up. Not to mention, the bracket is also metal, has nice just knobs on it in order to tighten it down and be able to loosen it so that you can adjust the angle. It's very simple, very easy to use. I do like that, and it makes sense because this, it's just a reflector. The only plastic part on here that I can really find is the release for the arms. So, maybe if you drop this directly on a rock, it might break the plastic, but otherwise, it feels really solid. So another key feature for me was the packing size. I wanted something that I would be able to break down and set back up again and could easily fit in the case that I bring to every single headshot shoot. So this, obviously, as you can see, it's a pretty small case, packs up nicely, and again, great construction, good fabric, nice zippers. Really happy with that. So overall, I can say that the construction of this is fantastic. Feels like a quality product, which Westcott typically does produce. And with that, the only other big key is the setup. That was the thing that was bugging me before, and that's the thing that they've really solved with that. So we're gonna go over that right now and see how it's set up and then the changes that I made to make it even faster. So as you can see, even while setting up the nano stand, it still took me less than 1 minute and 30 seconds to set up this entire thing. The old ones, that was unheard of. And that is almost 100% why I wanted one of these. So with that, I did make some changes in order for the setup to be that fast. When I reached out to Westcott, they told me that they did make it a lot faster, but they said it still took 2-3 minutes sometimes, depending on how efficient you were. What you had to do before was install the rods in the fabric. I took that out of the equation by just adding some little brackets that would keep the rods in the fabric all the time. And personally, I think going forward, the next iteration, that's the way to go from my opinion on Westcott. I haven't had any issues with rolling it up and pulling it out of the case or traveling with it, ruining the fabric yet. Again, it is really high quality fabric and I'm not super concerned about that. But let's dive into what I ended up doing and why it made it so much better. So as you can see, this clamp right here is just a normal cable clamp used for like electrical wire and things like that. I zip tied it on, but it does have rubber on it. That's to keep it from shifting back and forth during transport or when I'm putting this together. What that does overall is it keeps the fabric from being able to slide off the pole, so that all you have to do is just roll the entire system up and keep it together. I haven't had any issues with the fabric getting destroyed doing this either, so we'll see long term, maybe 1, 2, 3 years from now if anything does happen that way. But again, this is really solid fabric and I'm not really concerned about the reflective material coming off. I will link in the description the clamps that you can use. I found some on Amazon. It's like $10 for a set, and then just any old zip ties will do. You just got to crank them down just to make sure that that rubber is in place. All right, so here we are in the headshot setup. I just wanted you guys to get an understanding of what this would look like in use through video. So I just have a standard clamshell setup, which is what I typically do for headshots. It's clean, great light, and this Westcott Eyelighter 3 really makes that even better. The great catch lights in the eyes are one of the selling points for using a rounded reflector like this, but I wanted to also show you guys what I used to use, which was just a standard disc reflector on a clamp, and then show what this is like versus no reflector at all, just so that you guys really have a great understanding of the key benefit of this, which is its wonderful light shaping properties. So let's check out those videos and see how we go. All right, so we're gonna take some photos now with the Eyelighter 3. I'll be taking self-portraits, but since I don't have an extra tripod, I guess we'll just be doing it handheld and we'll see how it goes. So there you have it. In conclusion, I don't really have anything negative to say. And I know I said that this review was not going to be biased considering they gave me the product to make the review, but there's just nothing I can really say that is bad about it. Even the changes that I made weren't necessary. Most people won't need this to set up any faster or don't care. It just made me feel a little bit better knowing I could get those few more precious seconds to be faster and more efficient on set. But the build quality is fantastic. The light output and the way that it just, the reflection that it makes, especially at the catch lights in people's eyes, is tremendous. So I don't have anything negative to say, and I really think that if you're interested in something like this, you should check it out. Even for the price, it fits in line with most of Westcott's products. It's not cheap, but you do get what you pay for. So definitely check it out. I will have a link in the description. I don't get a kickback for the link, so if you do go and check it out and buy it, that's just right to Westcott. So, but I do appreciate your time. I do appreciate you guys checking out this video. If you want to follow me on Instagram or Facebook, it is Kolbus_photo on Instagram and just Kolbus Photo. And feel free to check out my website at www.kolbusphoto.com. I do portrait work and all sorts of stuff, but starting to make these little review things. They're kind of fun. I know my quality is whatever, but you know, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, jog on.